Transportation world over is key to everyday existence. It helps to guarantee our movement from one point to another. It also helps to convey goods and services from producer to market. On today's episode of Smart Delta, we'll bring you up to speed the OKOWA-led administration's commitment to the transport sector, which has a ripple effect on the development of Delta State. I am Chinemeremi Kebunam. Please stay with us.
Transportation can arguably be said to be the lifeblood of business, as without it, commuting will be impossible. In fact, the economy of any nation thrives with a good and efficient transportation system, be it rail, air, sea, and land. On account of this, nations spend a sizable chunk of their annual budgets on the provision of reliable and efficient transportation system to grow their economy. Good and efficient transportation systems play a key role in the development of a nation. Apart from ensuring that commuting and commuters have easier movements, it also makes markets more competitive because it widens the number of opportunities available to suppliers and buyers. Furthermore, an efficient transportation system allows easier movement of labor from households to firms, as well as connecting products and services from factories to end users.
Without transportation, we can't move from place to place. And it is very essential in any nation or any state to have real means of transportation. With transportation, you'll be able to transport various goods from place to place, be able to move from place to place, either by road, by sea, or by air. So transportation cannot really be undermined in any state or the world as a whole.
The oil-rich Delta State is not all about oil and gas, but it is also blessed with massive arable land that supports agriculture. It is a truism that a great percentage of Deltans are into agriculture-related business. With this, tons and tons of farm produce are harvested annually. To ensure these goods reach their markets and end users, Delta State government has constructed hundreds of kilometers of roads to ease the transportation of these goods to markets and consumers.
If you're a farmer whose road is well tarred and well maintained, the tendency is that your finished products will be well priced and beneficial, and of course it will help in motivating those farmers.
Transporting the farm products from the farms to the market now is made easier for the people, courtesy of the governor's developmental strides.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has over the years committed huge state resources to building quality road networks, linking many villages and towns, rural communities to urban centers, even deep into far-flung riverine communities. This effort has enhanced road transportation and linked even the remotest communities together.
When they say it's a roadmaster, I was thinking that they are making a joke. For me, be a traveler, when I'll be passing so many roads, when OKOWA do, the man is really a roadmaster.
OKOWA try well for you. He try for this road, he try. A branch, he go here, he tie him. He go here, he tie him. For the road, everywhere they okay.
The state government is trying. For the riverine now, he have done a lot of road in Otumodi, Ogulaha, Gwanamatu, Esclavos, Oporoza, so many community. He affected them to give them road, some of them light. So he has tried.
Furthermore, to strengthen the transport sector and ensure the safety of road users for an effective and fully integrated operation, the OKOWA-led administration has birthed several agencies to collaborate with Federal Road Safety Corps in Delta in maintaining sanity and securing roads. This birthed the Delta State Traffic Management Agency, DESMA, with a charge to improve traffic compliance and ensure safe, reliable, and accident-free transportation on the state roads.
We work hand in glove with the Federal Road Safety, the Civil Defense, and the police to ensure free flow of traffic. The governor has been supporting DESMA. We are even known as OKOWA Police. And he has not let us down. He has been very supportive, providing us funding for sensitization.
To also ensure that vehicles plying the state's roads are roadworthy and to checkmate leakages in the revenue, the State Task Force on Taxes and Revenue Leakages, led by its coordinator, Mr. Malachi Monyi, embarked on a 2-day vehicle inspection exercise in Asaba and Warri, the state's commercial nerve center.
It's a daily exercise. It goes across the 25 local governments. Before this exercise, there are some particulars we will see. Maybe it was issued to him since 2006 when he bought that vehicle. Up to date, the vehicle did not have a valid vehicle particular. But since we started this exercise, you can see we have had almost getting to about 50 vehicles. Just 2, 3, 4 that has no valid driver's license or vehicle particulars. They are really compliant.
The OKOWA-led administration went further to collaborate with the federal government and invested hugely in building one of the largest FRSC Marshal Inspectorate Training School in Owerri, which was inaugurated and commissioned in the year 2021 by the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. These efforts are geared towards having a safer road transportation system in Delta State.
It's my very special pleasure and privilege to officially commission the Federal Road Safety Corps for the benefit of the people of Delta State and the entire people of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. In the year 2019, the Federal Road Safety Commission intimated me of their plan to establish a Marshal Inspectorate Training School in Delta State on the condition that the state government will graciously provide a safe, functional, and adequate campus for its takeoff. After careful consideration of the request, the state government accepted the offer and undertook to build it at no cost to the federal government.
This far-sighted and thoughtful contribution of the Delta State government is worthy of all commendation. It's an excellent exemplar of the benefits of collaboration between state and federal government.
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa did not leave any stone unturned, as land transportation, which is perhaps the commonest and easily accessible mode of transport by most people in Delta State, has not escaped his attention. He set out to revamp the state transport company, Delta Line, and signed an MOU with God is Good Motors. This solid investment in the sector through public-private partnership has provided Deltans access to premium, affordable, safe and comfortable transport service through intra and intercity bus services.
I kept using Delta Line because it has really improved compared to before. Now, the vehicles, the drivers, the way they conduct themselves, there was a period I came, there was a little kind of chaos. The way they handled it was professional, and I loved it.
Delta Line have always been the people's choice, and no more challenges in terms of car spoilage and all that. It's a very nice transport company. Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, thank you.
Owing to the numerous gains of repositioning Delta Line Transport Company, the state government has gone further to reach a public-private partnership PPP arrangement with Stallion Auto Keke Limited to establish a tricycle manufacturing plant in the state. The establishment of this will not only aid transportation but will boost employment, create wealth, and also enhance the state's IGR, as the tricycle business is a major transport business in the state. We went ahead to sample the opinion of tricycle riders in the state. Hear them.
I like the initiative of the Auto Keke that is about to take place in Delta State. This is what the previous government promised us without doing it. It will improve the economy, provide job, and reduce the costs for Keke.
I shout out to Governor Okowa, who is doing well for us. We commercial rider, before it is not like this, for the road, for the Kekes, and he has come back to Keke now to increase our morale, to choose our path. If you don't have anything doing, you can easily get Keke and start your business.
Smart Delta.
But it's the truth.
That
means you don't understand.
Mona, calm down. Mona, calm down. See, for this nation where we dey, we no say not get where easy, but Delta State now one state when it be say the youths that is smile pass.
Ambrose, close your teeth, make I hear what they talk.
Now for this OKOWA government, now come out of streets through Child Empowerment Program.
Me, not be street I did before they do illegal things. He bring me from street to now. Now make me focus today.
Hi, many lives don't they transformed for the better for this OKOWA administration. Now I know why they call and talk and do governor.
Before Governor OKOWA clocked 7 years in office, he'd already construct nothing less than 798 roads.
In other words, 6 years in office.
Yes.
And not be short roads.
No. Long distances. And the way they do one for upland, now so you still they do one for the riverine.
Gosh, Governor OKOWA, in my own opinion, nobody get this record. Upland and riverine.
In addition to the bridges where Governor OKOWA commissioned during harvest of projects, as we dey talk here, so construction of bridges still in progress.
This Governor OKOWA story wey we enter today, so we no go finish am.
I talk and do Governor OKOWA.
Governor OKOWA still working.
Smart Delta. The roadworthiness of vehicles used for transportation in the state is also of concern to the state government. To this end, Delta State Government partnered with RE Home Property Development Limited to construct a mechanic village, a premium marketplace for all automobile spare parts and repairs. These technical partners are saddled with making available quality spare parts that transporters can buy and maintain their vehicles with at all times. This will keep the vehicles in good order with quality repairs at hand and thus ensure longevity as well as safety of those commuting in these vehicles.
This place will make it available for anybody that is doing anything here. If you are selling, you will sell. If you are buying, you will buy. It's a place you can have anything you want. So some people are already, they have seen something that has never happened in Delta State. People are keen into that vision immediately.
The dream of the Delta State government is what you see here today. The artisans have been empowered. We'll have 5,000 to 6,000 people interacting in this very place. And that is a huge commercial activity. It will help government to actualize their aim of delivering social services. It is a one-stop shop.
While going around the mechanic workshop to identify its facilities and features, Smart Delta reporter Chinemerem Ikebunam met with Benga Ojo, a mechanic. He tells us how the vision of having a mechanic village has helped in keeping Delta moving by quality repairs and spares.
Here now, it will give you rest of mind. Don't say you go do one place a year. After a year, go pursue you. If you come to mechanic village, where you go get rest of mind. Nobody can pursue you. They were your own space. Government do well when they remember mechanics. Now guys to get value to government.
Paul Ugu, an automobile panel beater, was seen working on a car with his apprentices while his customers were relaxed, waiting for their vehicles to be ready. Smart Delta team spoke with Mr. Paul and one of his customers, Dixon Osamoyi. Hear them.
Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, he helped us a lot. He's the one that subsidized with us here. He's the one that arranged this mechanic village to be done. We are enjoying it. Even if rain is falling now, we are inside working. If sun is shining, we are inside the shop working. We are expecting our governor to come and commission this place now because it's well okay now.
It's hard to see an organized mechanic village like this. I'm from Edo State. I've not seen one, but the leadership of Governor OKOWA have done marvelously well. This mechanic village is very symbolic, and even the artisans, they are all happy. And we owners too, that always come to repair our vehicles, we are always happy.
The state government was commended for the foresight of building the first mechanic village in the South-South and Southeast region, stating how optimistic they are to have the site commissioned for businesses to thrive.
Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa has done a lot for the artisans in Delta State. This is the first project he said is going to give us ultra-modern mechanic village, and it has been here today. We are proud of his promise and fulfill, and we are happy.
This place will boost commerce and trade around this environment because we're having a cash center there, and not only a cash center, we have more like an extension of our office in this particular place. Our point of sales will equally be there also. You know, as a matter of fact, we're bringing the bank from our main head office in Opanam Road down to this place to boost our business activities.
To maintain a close watch on the mechanic village, the Delta State Commissioner for Transport, Chief Mike Oka, accompanied by senior officers of the Ministry of Transport, inspected the mechanic village site.
The governor is very peculiar about the artisans in this state and the youths. And you will find out that the mechanics, most of them, they are youths. And going everywhere, you see the environment where they work. It's not pleasant at all. And the governor, being someone who has traveled internationally, decided to put this edifice here for debtors. So far, I'm very satisfied with what the developer has done. And he has promised that within 1.5 months' time, almost everything here will be completed and he's going to move to the phase 2.
Aside the provision of the mechanic village for maintenance and purchase of vehicle parts, the Delta State government went further to build computerized vehicle inspection centers in Asaba and Warri, and is currently making sure that such centers are replicated across the states, of which Sapele and Abo centers are currently under construction. This will boost the safety of motorists across the state and also upgrade the vehicle inspection officers who previously test vehicles manually.
It's more accurate using the computerized vehicle inspection system. It reduces human error that will be encountered by the VIO. Then also helps the driver or the vehicle owner to keep track of his maintenance, to ensure that this vehicle is constantly maintained. It authenticates our roadworthiness system.
Before now, you're giving your roadworthiness without seeing the vehicle. But going forward, all vehicles will pass through our testing services across the state. For example, now we are here at our Asaba Center, where this car will be taken out for a test. When you drive into our center, we have our marshals who attend to you and get your documents and everything, where we will now put your details into our systems, and then it's now sent to our work area where the car is being tested for different criteria.
Smart Delta crew went to see for ourselves how the Delta State Computerized Vehicle Inspection Center operates. Our car was driven straight to the inspection bay where they ran a test on it.
While it's doing this, the reading is being taken by the computer automatically. At this point, he's been asked to rock the vehicle, so we have a vehicle inspector under the vehicle checking for all the components of the tire for safety. He checks the suspension gadgets, checks the ball, the knuckles, and he checks the bushings, that everything is intact.
And there's also some...
Stanley Nnopwechi, the Asaba Test Center Manager, spoke to our pilot, Henry Azubuike, about the faults their machines spotted during the testing process. We took the opportunity to interview him on the nature of his job.
At this particular center here, there are 3 stages of inspection. We have the machine base, we have the underneath inspection, and we have the top side, which is the light and emission. Onboard diagnosis on your car, we check your engine and we run it, and it's free of charge for everybody that comes in. This particular initiative was actually found worthy by the Delta State government, which they decided to key in. Fortunately for us, Smart Data came in today for the inspection, and we ran inspection on their car.
Smart Delta. It is pertinent to note that Governor OKOWA'S efforts in aiding a good and safe transportation system in Delta are not restricted to only urban and rural communities in the upland. To this end, Governor OKOWA has, over the course of his administration, inaugurated several landing jetties in many riverine communities to ease the burden of movement for the creek dwellers.
I wish to formally commission this concrete jetty. It is my prayer that God will bless this project and that all those who will go through this jetty will go in safety and return in safety in Jesus' name.
We are suffering from so many things in this community, but this OKOWA government has brought this jetty. We thank him for giving us this jetty.
People cannot land and then go to enter boats easily because most of the waterfront has been eroded off. So it becomes difficult for people to land when they come from travel and even when we want to load our materials. So this one now makes business very, very easy.
In addition to these, knowing full well that the people in the coastal communities are predominantly fishermen and are cut off from the upland and ultimately incur deficits transporting their goods to the urban centers for sale, the government of OKOWA equally thought it wise to embark on the construction of the Ayakramo Bridge and Beneku Bridge, giving them the option of land transport. These bridges, upon completion, would not only reduce the cost of transportation for creek dwellers, but would significantly bridge the gap between the upland and riverine communities, bringing about effectiveness in mobility.
It's a bridge connecting two local governments, the OKOWA'S and the Ndokwa East. So because of the water barrier, most of the development over here have been stagnant. So it's going to bring a lot of development.
When this bridge crosses, it will link to Brutu, Kekedos, Ogla, then from this way to Esama, to Ozobo, and we appreciate the work of OKOWA.
Safety, they say, does not come by luck. It has to be satisfactorily prepared for. This is not in any way taken for granted by the administration. Just as 1/3 of Delta State is known to be covered by water, Governor Okowa has ensured that the waterways are safe for its citizens. With a safety event on the waterways being held in Ogbijo, the Smart Delta Media team headed for the event to see things for ourselves. After the safety awareness and sensitization talks, safety equipment on the waters were given out.
I present this life jacket to you.
Thank you very much.
His Excellency approved the campaign, and in the course of the campaign, we gave the boat operators life jackets. So we interacted with their union and associations. So we also sensitized them on safety in the waterways. The state wants to support water transportation and to promote safety in our waterways.
It's just like a dream come true. This is what I expected of His Excellency, and he has never disappointed me. But we've seen a lot of people that this safety consciousness is not in them. So it's my joy that our digital governor, he knows that, and he feels the pains of the masses. This gesture is a laudable one, and I'm so happy.
Some members of the Maritime Workers Union spoke to us about how the Okowa-led government has been supportive of waterways transportation.
My prayer to Governor Okowa is that God should bless him, because as far as we are concerned, he has tried his best in Delta State. And since he came in, the Delta State, particularly the waterways, the level of boat water accidents has been drastically reduced, because he's somebody that has passion for human safety and human development.
Once a sector like this starts seeing the presence of state government assistance, it boosts our morale and it gives us hope for us to do more, and we'll continue to give the state government feedback as we are progressing.
Air transportation has also benefited from the Midas touch of the Delta State government. With the upgrade and concession of the Asaba International Airport, Delta has continued to enjoy safety operations and an influx of people and businesses. Just recently, the concessionaires celebrated their 1 year in business as they relayed their achievements.
Teamwork and accountability.
It's just 1 year. We are still in the teething period, and there are quite a lot of goals that we've set for ourselves in the next 5 years, and we are picking them one after the other. We're now recording about 99.9% success. So other things that we're looking at is to increase passenger traffic here, invite as many businesses to this place so that we can not only run an airport where passengers come to board aircraft. This place will also be areas where people come to do shopping, where people come to view things, and people also come to transact other businesses.
In this 1 year, we have an airport where people feel comfortable to come in. We are trying to move this airport to where foreign flights will be coming in. We give thanks to His Excellency's Netso Dr. Okowa because of what he has done, providing the enabling environment, which is safety. The business is thriving.
There is no doubt that Governor Okowa is passionate and meticulous about his people and would stop at nothing to ensure safe transportation for all Deltans and all those residing in the state. Thank you for staying with us on today's episode of Smart Delta. See you next week when we shall bring to your viewing pleasure another interesting episode.
The feedback segment. Question of the day.
My question to the state government is that, is there no way that the state government can use its office to reactivate the port in Delta State? Because Delta State has the largest numbers of ports in Nigeria and none is functioning.
Thank you very much, Adewale Mantes, for this question. The Delta State government is very interested in the Warri Port, not just the Warri Port alone, the Sapele Port and the Cocoa Port. That is why the state government has been able to construct good roads linking to the various ports. And apart from that, these ports are being managed by the federal government. The state government has no role in building ports or managing ports. That's why the state government has been liaising with the federal government to see that these ports are totally reactivated.
I want to urge all Deltans and all Nigerians and persons from across the world to continue to watch Smart Delta. They're doing so well. It's a good means of communication of what we do in Delta State. I'm quite excited that they've been getting the information out there. If you want to know a lot about what is going on in governance and development in Delta State, continue to watch Smart Delta. You will definitely be able to get all the information that you require.
Text your questions to 07013377589 or send us a DM to all our social media platforms.
You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where OKOWA they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta. Make the youth say them higher. OKOWA. I see good roads everywhere in Delta. Make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta. Say me I say. Come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.